MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. John Lester is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Into the box now, Adam Engel. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for the White Sox, center fielder, Adam Engel.
First offering on its way. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is a swinging strike. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
Popped him up, and he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Mark, what do they have to do to take down a very hot team here on the road?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued first pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. Hit on the ground out to short. Played on the backhand. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
So frustrating, Hero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now, and he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. From the stretch, and solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Into the bleachers and gone. A two-run home run off the bat of Jose Abreu. Sixth home run on the season for him as the White Sox move in front 2-0.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Batting fourth, third baseman number 24, Matt.
In now, Matt Davidson. As Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 8 home runs and 22 RBIs. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Ready now for the White Sox, Wellington Castillo. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sent toward first. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. 2 in the inning for the Sox, however. They come on this 2-run home run. Home half of the first coming up from Wrigley. It's now 2-0 good guys. James Shields, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Ready now, Javier Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch to him. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and the one thing that jumps off the page is that they're last in hits in the league. You might be able to get through a long season with 2-3-run homers every now and then, but I'm telling you what, you have no chance of going to the postseason and waiting on a 3-run bomb, because you're facing nothing but 1s and 2s. If you're going to beat up the 3, 4, 5 guys in a rotation, you have to find a way to create more scoring opportunities against the 1s and 2s.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit sharply toward the right side. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Lifetime numbers with James Shields. He's had some success, 5 for 11. Shields is ready. Here's the first pitch. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 4 home runs and 21 driven in. And 1 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corner.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Count remains at 0-2. Rizzo stands at second with 2 gone. Shot toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit. He pulls into second safely as they also push across a score to make it a 1-run game. Already their second double of this first inning, guys.
Yeah, he's not fooling anybody so far, Matt. Like you said, that's the second double he's given up here. And if he doesn't get things figured out, it's going to be a real short outing.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. One run is not going to kill you.
0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. We'll head to the top of the second. It's the White Sox 2 and the Cubs 1. Up next for Chicago, Brady. They'll get us started in the top of the second.
Number 20.
And the pitch. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. Brady is usually more of a threat when facing left-handers like this. The right-handers tend to give him a bit more trouble, so we'll see if that trend continues. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Lester, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State, is currently third in All-Star fan voting among starting pitchers, so he's hopeful at least to get an invite to the festivities.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic. Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Leury Garcia. Here's the pitch. Ball 1.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in to get those guys to respect it and open up that outer half of the plate.
Two balls and no strikes to the White Sox left fielder. One out, nobody on. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Almora, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting eighth, right fielder, Trace Thompson.
Trace Thompson digs in. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 1-2. Popped high in the air. Baez is there. And that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Here's Addison Russell. Lifetime numbers with James Shields. He's gone 2 for 6.
Addison Russell.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Engel on the move. Makes the play, one away.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Jose Abreu. We know the bat plays, the ability to drive the ball out opposite field, no problem. But I don't think people realize how soft this guy's hands are at first base, constantly bailing his other infielders out.
At the plate, Albert Almora. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. This one's into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And with it, the Cubs have battled back to tie things at 2.
Everybody has heard of a hitter punishing a curve or a slider that just hangs. Well, this was a cutter. It just hangs right there out over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it. Can't leave a pitch like that to a professional hitter. Well, you can, but that's what you get.
Batting 8th, second baseman, number 13.
Into the box, number 13. And she'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. Anderson brings it in. And that's the second out.
Batting 9th, pitcher, Sean Lester.
And now the Cubs pitcher, John Lester, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Two out, nobody on. Shields steps into his windup. Here it is on 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. But an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is retired. But the Cubs draw even thanks to this solo home run. We've played 2, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the White Sox. James Shields will match up with John Lester now to lead off the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Wow.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
Into the box now, Adam Engel. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Striding in once again, Tim Anderson. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
Now Lester's 0-1. A little bouncer. That winds up foul.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pops this one up. Number 13 shading to his right, and that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd, all even at 2 apiece. Ready for another chance? Javier Baez.
Now for the Cubs, third baseman, Javier Baez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball's in for a strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Here's a huge swing by Baez and a ball sent to deep left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Solo home run there for Javi Baez. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it gives the Cubbies a 3-2 lead.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Digging in to try it again, Chris Bryant hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that one swung on and missed. 0-1. Bases are empty here. Nobody out. Behind 0-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
In now, Anthony Rizzo. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
1 ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
Line toward the gap in left center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
He's been making it look real easy out there. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles. They might want to think about pitching around him the next time he steps in because he looks locked in for this one.
Standing in now, Wilson Contreras. And this one's in the dirt. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Rizzo stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Shields pauses. 1-0 on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Just missed with a breaking ball.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Late that time for a strike.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Here now the 2-2. Still even at 2-2.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit. Play more pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. We played 3 full, and Chicago's taken a 3-2 lead. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Jose Abreu is ready to start out the inning. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Abreu swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Now Lester's 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Liner in there for a base hit. So with that, the White Sox put their leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And his total currently best on the ball club through these first 6 or so weeks of the young season. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Davidson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's Addison Russell. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The shortstop, Addison Russell.
Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a breaking ball.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Count is 1 and 2.
The 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Davidson is right there. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the 4th inning. And both of these guys will get it up to over 90, as you can see. 94 for one, 91 for the other. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. Stays alive, still 0-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And another foul ball. The next 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, number 13.
Digging in for his second at bat, number 13. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Shields steps into his windup, coming at him with the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. To short. Anderson scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. So digging in now, Brady. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Number 20.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Popped him up. Number 13 backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Leori Garcia.
Striding into the box, Leori Garcia. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. The windup and the 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field.
Waiting on it is Almora.
And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder,
Trace Thompson digs in. He popped out in his first trip. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. Here's a pop-up now. Lester will put this one away, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. Still a 3-2 ball game. The next Cub up, John Lester, hit it hard. been lined out in his first at bat.
Sean Lester.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Leaves a changeup high for a strike.
A reminder that Chicago Cubs full and partial season ticket packages are still available. For information or to pick up a brochure, stop by the Cubs ticket office here at Wrigley Field. Hey, Cub fans, be sure to be on the lookout for official fan photo photographers. Photographers will take a photo of you and your group, and then you'll be able to find your photo online and have it printed on a t-shirt, mouse pad, mug, or as a commemorative print. Remember the excitement of your trip to the friendly confines with a Cubs fan photo. A reminder, folks, that coming up next Saturday at Wrigley Field, the first 10,000 fans to the turnstiles will take home a Cubs floppy hat, modeled here by world-renowned drummer Aaron Luke. Get your tickets now at Cubs.com. Hey fans, want to be the first to know about the latest Cubs news, promotions, and ticket deals? We'll get all this and more when you register for the free Cubs Insider newsletter. Sign up online at Cubs.com.
A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Well, you know, AL pitchers must love pitching in NL ballparks because all of a sudden they're only facing 8 legitimate hitters in the lineup instead of 9. Kind of makes you wonder why any free agent pitcher would ever decide to pitch in the AL, doesn't it?
Here's Javier Baez. As Shields starts him out with a strike, it's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. 0-1, here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to third. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. Where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Here's Chris Bryant now. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Cubs are down quietly. They're up 3-2. Striding in once again, James Shields. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. Now here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
How about it? The center fielder, Adam Engel.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Adam Engel. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. First pitch coming, here it is. 0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Nope.
Ball 1. Hit on the ground toward the left. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The White Sox are challenging.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward.
And the batters rule safe.
Now a snap move over to first. Runner back safely. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. Softly hit out toward short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop.
The first baseman, number 79, Jose Abreu.
So here's the slugging first baseman, Jose Abreu now. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
3-2's our score here in inning number 6. This is line to left. Schwarber will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. White Sox leave 1. They trail 3-2. Digging in and looking for more, Anthony Rizzo. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
Rizzo.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Hit in the air to center field. Engel is there, and he has it for the first out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Behind 0-2 now. Next pitch for Shields will be number 64 in the ballgame. Hard on the ground towards short. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, Dero, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber,
as he rips it on the ground to second.
There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we'll have it for you next on MLB Network. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Davidson. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Ready once again, Wellington Castillo. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Line toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He's through first and hustling for second. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And I believe that's going to be all for John Lester. So as he departs, he can't lose this ball game, but he is responsible for the runner at second, meaning it'd be a no decision if that run comes across to score. Steve Cishek comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 41, Steve Cishek.
In now, Brady. And he takes ball 1. Cishek stands 6'6" and throws from the right side. He was a 5th-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Rizzo is there for it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Up next for Chicago, left fielder,
ready for another shot now, Leury Garcia, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Casilla at second with 2 down. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Good work that time from the Chicago pen. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley. It's the Cubs 3 and the White Sox 2. Digging in to try it again. Addison Russell 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Addison Russell.
First offering on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. Cut fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now. 2-0 count, the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it's gone as they add still another. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Yeah, Matt, you know what, Debo, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but, boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a breaking ball stays outside.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
On the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Number 13.
Ready for another chance. Number 13. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
The pitcher, number 41. Keyshack.
Tommy La Stella will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 2, Tommy La Stella.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Thought about it, but he holds up on the knuckle curve 1-2.
Oh, he thought he had him right there. I did too, but no dice.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game. The pitcher was upset about the call in the previous pitch, which could have been strike 3. Then he serves up one for a double. Good example of why you have to have a short memory in this game. You let those things get to you, and oftentimes they lead to more mistakes.
So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound. And that's going to be all for James Shields. So we'll leave with 2 outs here in the 7th, as this was really not one of his better performances.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the White Sox, number 39, Aaron Brummer.
Working to keep them in the game here. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. The 1-1. Hard liner to center field, but this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Cubbies are in front 4-2. Carl Edwards Jr. is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Carl Edwards Jr.
Digging in once again, Trace Thompson. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Oh, 1 count and the pitch. Strike 2 as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And a good curveball gets him swinging for wrap number 1. Well, look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today. With both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. Number 18 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 18.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Lifted the other way to left center. Schwarber is after it, but he won't get there. It falls in. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Bryant will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out. 8th inning here from Wrigley Field, and the bums are happy in the bleachers. The homestanding Cubs lead this one over their inner city rival White Sox as you get a look at the line score to this point. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
He's set, and the pitch. And the curveball induces a big swing and a miss. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And a dive, but he's back in. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Contreras finds it, and the throw to first ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Cubs lead this one 4-2. Jace Fry will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Here's Chris Bryant now. He was a double play victim last time around.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
That's inside. 2-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
So in now for Chicago, Anthony Rizzo. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. And a rather interesting decision here is they'll put him on and move the runner into scoring position now.
Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. An intentional walk is one thing, but an intentional walk with a man on first is another. Strange strategy. I don't quite get it.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And it's gone into the bleachers. Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. The 1-2 pitch. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. 3 runs already home here. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Here's Addison Russell.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Tapper up the line. That's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Engel is under it. And that's the 3rd out. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. More from MLB Network Saturday Baseball after this. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Barring any late turnaround, the win would belong to John Lester. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A high fastball is in there.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the 1st out here in the 9th.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Matt Davidson.
Up next for Chicago, Matt Davidson. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate. 0 for 3. First pitch on its way. Nope. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Sent in the air out to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Almora.
And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
The batter, catcher, Wellington Castillo.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And that's in there for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And Check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Comes set and the 0-1. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. And the ballpark. Brady has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will land out there just foul. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And he'll step out for a moment to reassess things here on an 0-2 count. The White Sox down to their last strike. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
You could just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
7-2 the final score this afternoon. The Cubbies get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. John Lester earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Carl Edwards Jr. works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 2nd. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 7 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. The White Sox, 2 runs, 7 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is John Lester. His record is now 6-1. The loss goes to James Shee. He falls to 3-4. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.